Hello YouTube, this is Omagent here with another Wargame Airland battle video. Again, the Dima against some random Soviet force. You know the drill by this time. Now I guess let's have a look. Right, so I think the Soviet groups are sharing their respective terrain takes and losses respectively. So again, the how we're gonna play this is pretty similar to last time. Two FOBs supporting two different forces. We have our Celtic helicopter here. So now AGM Milan 2 here, and our main Milan force here, and a recon vehicle in both ways. So plan is straightforward. Survive. Take as few losses as possible while still attacking the enemy where it is safe. So let's see. Again, Supers, move them up here. Keep the VRA here. Move the VAB up so it's the presented threat. Okay, we already spotted an enemy unit. That's a lot more action than we had the last episode. So again, I'm going to start off by building up an air defense by deploying 2 units. The Noirs. They're actually pretty good units. I'm guessing in an online match they wouldn't do so well because they're a radar unit, which means they light themselves up for SEADs. But then again, you can use these radar units to disguise your true anti-aircraft units. Let's get that this guy to take off. Again, I'm going to move a Supers up here. Guess what? I see what's going on. I don't like to deploy them initially just because when you deploy them initially, there's the enemy has a habit of spawning a bunch of units in one spot and they just get torn apart before they have a chance to do anything. Okay, so now we've got the A up. Let's start. Wow, I'm really losing the ability to talk in this episode. Let's start with the artillery now. We're going to be deploying one force of AMXs and then one force of AMLs. Once we've done that, we'll probably buff up the AGKM force with the harpoon and some of the registros. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Again, we only have one sector and there's not much opportunity to expand. So we'll have to see what goes on. So the Noirs are set up, Celtic's set up. And let's get the second cannon in here now. Not really a fan of these cannons. They've got the range, but their accuracy of 4 means it's quite hard to hit anything with them. So we're just up here. I might actually set up a secondary AGKM task force here behind the command vehicle, just in case they start rushing in tanks from Gulf, but I've never seen them really do that, so I can't really divert resources from the main battle on a hunch, basically. So yeah, we'll leave the VRA trucks. In reality, the loss of a truck is meaningless because I will still be able to buy the infantry, and the infantry always has to come in a truck, so they'll just give me another truck anyway. So losing the VRA or a VAB somewhere along the way, it's not the end of the world. So the cannons are set up. I'm going to actually move the AMXs and the Noirs. So that's confusing because they're both called the AMX-13. It's just one's the OL Noir, one's the 105mm. Harpoon setup. I wanted to keep the harpoon here because it's near the town, so that's more likely where the infantry are going to be sent rather than open fields, and that's where cannon and machine gun will come into play. It does have a machine gun, doesn't it? Yeah, NF1. Actually, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be buying up my artillery forces. We lost one of the AML-60s to I think a T-80 in the last match, which is ironic when you think about it. This artillery is getting hit by tank AGKMs. Probably just be managing it bad, but the range on these things is so low. Like, I mean, an AGKM's range is usually about 2,000 to 3,000, and so is theirs. Obviously, AGKMs need direct line of sight and no obstacles in the way where they can fire over anything they want. But still, makes them quite bad at stunning T-80s without being killed. So these guys are moving up here. Celtic's still here waiting in the wings. Again, helicopters are quite delicate, so I don't really want to, because a good strafe from one of their jets could probably knock it out. And we'll deploy 2 of these Valmahistros. I don't want to deploy these guys too often because obviously they're the only one, you know, I've only got Westlands. But we got this guy's an AGKM, the 1 Harpoon, 1 Milan, 1 Milan F2 infantry, then these 4 guys, and then after that I'm down to Super Entendards, which is a good unit. I mean, I really like the Entendard as a jet, but obviously it's very easily countered. Try a recon unit over here. See, recon's everything because I don't really have as many points as they do. So if they were going to seriously start attacking me, I need to know what they're fielding so I can field the counter. Because that's the only way I'll be able to win this. I'm tempted to field a Crusader just to show it who's boss. What do you think? Risk it? Wait till I've got a good defense set up. Actually, I'll just send this Celtic, you know, get it fly around, come from an angle where their A won't be able to cover. It's more safe. I swear I might as well buy the Rima. If you remember from the last episode, I'm saving the Rima as a last defense unit. They're all veterans, so you go quite well. I'm going to deploy them in and around the CV because obviously if they kill this, it's just game over. Charlie's been secured. If I can, I want to deny them Echo, but I don't really have the forces to do such a thing. But if I can deny them Echo, that'll help the next day a lot. Or, well, it's not even the next day because there's 3 battalions all attacking this guy at once. Okay, they have AA, and that was stupid of me. Ah well, it was worth its shot, I guess. That's an... Ah well, there goes my last AA helicopter. That was pretty stupid, but I don't know. It's quite hard just to sit here and do nothing for 20 minutes at a time. While they, you know, because the computer isn't exactly an aggressive enemy. You know, it's like sit here, build up enough defenses to repel a counterattack, and then like 2 minutes left they send a counterattack, but it never makes it across the bridge. Maybe they're about to do something now. Hopefully they'll do something now. So we're 8 minutes in, and that helicopter was the only thing that happened. Maybe that's the computer's plan, to bore me into making stupid mistakes like that. The computer cannot get bored. Let's see where these guys go. Yeah, I just love this little glitch that you can spot enemies and you know where they are. I wonder if that applies to multiplayer as well, but that could be easily exploited. This is what it's come to, me watching some circles driving along the road for 11 minutes. I'm actually interested to see where the computer actually bothers to field these things. Zoom in. going towards the refinery. It's like the computer's doing some patrols.